today we are talking about something very big that's been happening, a major scandal that has rocked Denmark so far this summer, which is Noodle Gate.
Noodle Gate.
Yes.
I get asked about this honestly constantly.
People-
I'm not joking.
Yes, yes.
I don't know.
If you don't know about it, basically earlier this summer, this was in June of 2024, Denmark's Veterinary and Food Administration. I love that those are the two things combined. But
I'm a bit confused, but we'll take it.
Yeah. So that organization banned several varieties of Samyang spicy ramen noodles, citing health risks due to high levels of capsaicin, which is a spice. Basically, they were too spicy, and the affected products included the social media star dishes of their ramen, which is the Buldak 3X spicy and hot chicken, the Buldak 2X spicy and hot chicken, and the Buldak hot chicken stew. This decision followed incidents in Germany where children were hospitalized after consuming different spicy snacks, and Denmark said, no, we're just going to ban the ramen noodles just in case.
Okay, just fully ban.
And we actually have some here.
Wow.
So if you are listening to this, we are going to have this on YouTube as well. So if you're listening, you can also watch our reactions and watch us eat these
I just
noodles.
want to emphasize the segue there. Has been banned for health risks. Children were unwell. Here they are.
Here they are.
For
Let's
everybody
eat them
to
now.
enjoy. Wow.
Great transition.
Well, it has the color of death.
Great. Well, it looks super appetizing. It does
Yes.
actually smell quite good.
Yeah,
to be
it actually does
honest.
smell good. Do you guys like spicy things?
I like hot sauce, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like I like hot wings.
Right, yeah, like you're from Texas. So
yeah.
it's like,
Yeah. I like buffalo sauce actually as well. But I'm a little scared. I can be quite sensitive to spicy food sometimes as well. So I'm curious. I had to get a sodi so that
yeah.
I
Just in case to chase
yeah.
it.
Yeah, for
They
sure.
usually say milk is good too.
Yeah.
Better than water, I think they say for
That's
spice.
true.
But-
What about you? Do you like spicy food?
Yeah, I know the British cuisine isn't
I mean, it's on the Danish level with potatoes and
all
brown
those
sauce.
spice islands and no.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Sorry, is that
The only thing we imported was salt and sadness.
Okay, great.
I like the idea of spicy food, and then I go to a real Indian curry house, and then I'm dying.
Yeah.
But that's I think like the spiciest food in the UK is usually the Indian
Oh,
food.
really? Okay.
Yeah. And like outside of India, like some of the best Indian restaurants
Yeah.
are like in
Absolutely. Chicken tikka masala invented in the UK.
yeah, it's true.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Look, learning many new things today.
Mm-hmm.
So do we have two different varieties here, or what's happening?
So these are both bowls of the hot chicken level 1. So we didn't
Okay.
go for like the
Okay.
2X or the 3X.
Okay.
Now, I'll explain a little bit more about what was banned and what is not. But
Okay.
should we give it a shot
Yeah,
first?
yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll start.
We haven't done a lot of taste testing on
No,
this
I don't
podcast. It's maybe not great for a audio format.
I missed it.
For anybody who can't see, it's sort of a blood color with deathly undertones.
It's and it's a very strong spell.
It's very spicy.
Is it?
Besides it has no other flavor besides spice.
It's just heat.
But I'm okay. I'm okay. Do you want to try? Sorry.
All right, I'll have a go.
Pre-dipped fork in there. Sorry about that. Oh, you're going for the broth.
Yeah, I want to get some broth. Oh, it is spicy.
Yeah, it'll get you. Oh, and it's lingering. Where are you at?
yeah.
And this is the one times.
But it's weirdly like not salty or anything.
No, it's all
It's just heat.
it's all spice. It's
and
all
this
heat.
is the level 1.
This is the level 1.
Oh,
I'm
wait, I
crying a
didn't
little
even
bit.
ask. Do you like spicy food?
I do like spicy food. Yeah, and
Yeah.
I like spicy ramen. But it sneaks up on you, right? I'm watching Conrad's face, and it's slowly evolving into a very distorted.
It's not good.
It tastes like you just swallowed a bag of chili flakes. That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
There's no other element.
Do people enjoy this for culinary reasons?
I think that. Well, I certainly think that they do. Obviously, they're Korean noodles, so
Okay.
I mean, like, they must be somewhat popular there. I don't know if it has the same punch, if you'll say, like in Korea. It went viral on like a lot of social media because people would try it and like almost as a challenge.
Yeah, like a spice challenge. Yeah, that's what I'm like. Are people doing this just for a challenge? Are people enjoying to eat it? But I will say, I do see most people like in other countries, especially like Asian countries, when they prepare their ramen, they like add a bunch of really delicious things to it as well. So maybe we need to do that, like an egg and cheese. I see them
agreed.
put a lot of cheese and stuff on it too. That could be kind of
interesting.
cool.
Yeah.
So that's an option as well.
Yeah, I think if it had like some vegetable,
Yeah.
some actual chicken, maybe.
Yeah.
would
I
be
don't
good
think
instead of
there's
chicken flavor.
necessarily isn't their market sort of stoned teenagers?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. I ate a lot of ramen noodles in uni.
Yeah.
Like a lot.
Yeah. I like ramen noodles. My kids really like ramen noodles. They would simply pass away
This
if
would
I
be a
gave
lot.
them that.
But I could see, so basically, like part of what led to it being banned was like this controversy rose because it was big in social media and a lot of public figures were trying it out as sort of a challenge. There was, I guess, something in Germany called the hot chip challenge or the one chip challenge, which was based on trying this particular brand of tortilla chips made from one of the world's hottest chilies. What happened is it caused hospitalization for some people, and at least one student in Germany was hospitalized, and a 14-year-old in Massachusetts, which is in the U.S., not in Germany, apparently died hours after doing this challenge. But they never ruled that the death was because of the challenge.
Okay.
It could have been unrelated.
Yeah.
But and the company, though, because of that publicity, did pull that brand of chips that has some of this similar spice off of the shelves. So what that led to was Denmark banning. They claimed that they did testing, but there was a lot of noise on social media and other things of being like, where's the test? When did you do the test?
Oh, that's so
And,
interesting.
yeah.
Yeah, I saw a lot of social media reports saying that maybe it was what I call it, xenophobic?
Yes,
Racist?
exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I would hate for anybody to feel that way. But I don't think I personally don't know if it's that. To me, it doesn't feel like that. It feels like Denmark just can't
Handle spice.
handle spice, and like they're literally like just looking out for their citizens' best interests because they're worried that like they're gonna get hospitalized or kick the bucket because of these spicy noodles.
I got to say, I worked in Bangladesh years ago, and that is absolutely mild compared to some of the things. Yeah, absolutely. We had a chef. We were companies, and we had a chef cooking for us. And he used to make a lot of very bad Western food because they don't have a wheat culture, so he takes very white bread and puts a piece of plastic cheese on it and says, "Here's your breakfast." And we said, "No, we want real, authentic food." And my God, that was a mistake. The heat on some of the food, and they give it to the little children, and they're not bothered.
Wow, yeah.
From a very, very little age, they eat incredibly spicy food. But as I understand it, depending on the type of spice, it's not actually sensed in your tongue as a flavor. It's actually pain.
Oh.
So it will kill the receptors on your tongue. So if you're overexposed to spicy food, your tolerance is genuinely, you just can't taste it.
Yeah.
Oh,
And they
wow.
just know that like our Danish palates are not primed for this level of spice.
No.
I say I'm from Texas, so I can kind of handle it. But
did you find like I found like when I've had Danish friends over for dinner, for example, like once we did like Mexican night and we made, I just made like store packet tacos and, had salsa and things. And I always get the hot because I find that the hot salsa here is like meh.
Medium.
Mildish.
Yeah. Oh,
medium.
Medium at
We'll say
best,
medium. Yeah. But my Danish friends like having just the store-bought packet of taco seasonings were like,
really?
Like, this is too much. Yes, like exactly like almost like our reaction was for this, which actually now I don't taste it as much.
Yeah, I can feel
like
the heat a bit.
I feel a little bit of heat.
Wait, like the taco seasoning packet?
But the taco seasoning packet, which to me is like
just the normal taco.
And honestly,
seasoning.
like my Mexican friends in the U.S. would be like, "Are you crazy? That's weak, gringo." Like they would be like, "No, what do you
that's
mean?
like just
That's nothing."
flavoring.
Yes,
it's
exactly.
not even hot. I'm so confused.
That's what I thought too. I went to a ramen place here, Ramen Noodle, which I love in Copenhagen, and I saw a Danish girl return the level 1, which is
she was like, I can't.
She was like, I don't want it.
See, so I really don't think it. I think it's definitely a worthy thing to discuss, of course, but I don't think it's like a xenophobic move.
Think so
I think
either.
it's just for the best interest because I don't know, Danish teens can do kind of silly things. They can be quite daring, so I could see them, trying to participate in something like this.
I think older people just always think that we're like eating Tide Pods on TikTok and stuff. It's like nobody did. Like, it's okay, somebody did do that, I guess, but it's like we don't need protected from it.
Yeah.
Although the irony is they've banned the noodles and now we're eating them.
Yeah.
We're like, what? 3 times spicy noodles?
Gotta try
Where
it.
are they?
I actually want to try the 3x spicy.
Would you?
I would try it.
I think I might. I might not
We'd have to go to Sweden for it. I guess.
They do have them in
so.
Sweden still.
So Denmark banned all of the ones that were mentioned, and it seems like they were quietly reintroduced, some of them. So I don't think that this is like contraband. We
are law abiding.
We are not breaking
citizens.
any laws. Yeah. So because of some of the public reaction and but they still had these safety concerns. It did sort of seem like an overreach. So a Samyang spokesperson, though, from the company who made it, did say, we understand that the Danish Food Authority recalled the products not because of a problem in their quality, but because they were too spicy. So they kind of had to laugh at it, but they did say, like...
Get it together, Denmark.
Exactly. But they highlighted that while there are valid health risks, and this is kind of the interesting thing, so they didn't really do local testing. There was some skepticism of, like... did you do these tests, or are you just taking these reports from Germany and Massachusetts? Like, where were these tests?
Yeah.
The DVFA did say that they would consider labels. So there's something like if capsaicin, which is the spice, if somebody has more than 100 milligrams of capsaicin per kilo, I think based on the kilo of what they're cooking. Studies suggest there can be a negative, a detrimental.
I see.
But the DVFA said that there's an acute risk of poisoning.
Oh,
and they were like, you would have to have a very high level to do that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Poisoning.
Yeah.
Ironic
I don't feel poisoned.
Well, it's ironic in a country where you can still buy cigarettes.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like the known health effects of cigarette. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's been a while since we've...
And if you mentioned cigarettes too, I don't know if you've ever had this conversation with a name, but when you mentioned the cigarettes, like, wow, people here do smoke a lot. They're like, yeah, but that's just what we do. Yeah.
Why is that? Why is that just what they do?
I think it's looked at as, I don't want to say part of culture, but I think it's tied to like, oh, okay, well, these people, especially people that maybe are alcoholics or things like that. Like we can't take away their right to smoke inside of a bodega or that's, and I'm like, that's a very interesting
justification. Yeah. It's probably like why you should let them not smoke. I mean, I've had a cigarette every once in a while since living in Denmark, but it's just funny to me we're the healthiest country in the world.
Right, because people are very healthy.
Yeah. But many people smoke.
Yeah.
And there's no criticism of that.
A surprising amount of
people
smoke.
Yeah. Like I said, not judging, but just curious about the reasoning or the justification there.
Not judging, but explain it to me.
Yeah.
Convince
me. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but it's very interesting. Okay, so apparently TikTok has a role in this circumstance. Do you know much? I haven't actually had any Buldak Noodle media come across my FYP. I've seen some influencers enjoy eating. I've seen one in a pink packet that a lot of TikTokers are eating just for funsies, and they say that it's good.
I don't think they wanted to promote the behavior that was causing this, potentially could cause this poisoning.
Okay,
I think they were eating just the packet, or they weren't preparing it as directed, which we did, by the way. So, but I read that Cardi B did it. So
she ate just the packet?
She at least did this challenge, whatever the challenge is. Yeah.
You know what challenge TikTok food trend I really want to try is the chamoy pickle.
Oh.
Have you guys seen that?
No.
Oh my gosh. It's like this pickle that's been marinated in something, like a huge big American pickle, and for some reason it's red, and then you hollow it out and you put hot Cheetos in it, and then you put tahini on it as well, and then this chamoy hot sauce. It's like a kind of sweet pickled fruit hot sauce.
I have seen that these pickle things are going
pickle kit,
basically having pickles as a sandwich.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
Has been becoming a thing.
Yeah.
Look, if Americans are eating less bread and more, pickled vegetables,
there we go.
That's
perfect.
fine.
Get your veggies in.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's that. So I haven't seen so much on TikTok, but it seems like this isn't the first time some food has come under fire here in Denmark.
Yeah.
I don't know about Denmark, but I remember when I was a kid in the UK, we had this drink called Sunny Delight.
Oh, yeah, we had that in the US, yeah.
It's disgusting.
Yeah, it's really rough, and it was kind of marketed as a kind of healthy orange juice.
Yeah.
And there was a girl who drank it somewhere in the north of England, who drank so much of it. It was only what she was drinking, and there was also these different variants of it. Anyway, she drank so much that she developed an illness where her skin changed color. Yeah, and she was hospitalized. She turned into the color of Sunny Delight, so like a kind of luminous yellow. Yeah,
like Trump.
Yeah.
Wow.
She went full Trump and then was hospitalized. And there was this media outrage that Sunny Delight is poison, which it probably is. Yeah. But the thing that wasn't really covered is, I mean, if you only ate or drank one thing, it's going to have a detrimental effect. Anyway, they took it off the shelves and then they remarketed it, changed the recipe slightly, and then rebranded it as Sunny D.
Yeah.
But it was because of that girl.
Wow, I had no idea. I'm learning so much today. I love that. Yeah. Wow. All right. Well, you were here in 2013, and apparently there was a cinnamon gate. Do you remember that at all?
Cinnamon gate? No, I didn't know about
that. Oh, that's
that.
so interesting. What's that about?
Yeah. So in 2013, so the EU actually has some regulations on, of course, these things as well, what can be in food, what cannot. And one thing that really affected Denmark was the amount of coumarin. It's a compound that's found in cinnamon, and it can be toxic in high doses. So what they found, what the EU attempted to regulate is, obviously, we know cinnamon is popular here, cannel, snail, cannel, all the different cinnamon.
All the cannel.
Right? All the cannel. Yes, all of the cinnamon pastries that we have in Denmark. So it was leading to obviously a big public outcry. Danes like their pastries, and they did something that got around it, which I think is sort of rightful. But what they did was they were able to lobby the EU to have cinnamon rolls reclassified as traditional food.
That's adorable.
Which I do think it's traditional.
Yeah.
However, part of that means that it's seasonal. And I'm like, I don't know if it's seasonal.
Really?
Necessarily.
The harvesting of the canal snail.
Yeah.
In the fields.
Wow.
Right. Huh. Right. I'm like, if it's seasonal, somebody should tell, all of us living in Denmark.
Yeah. That's interesting. So are they technically only supposed to sell it certain times per year? Or what is...
I'm not quite sure how they validated it, but they did sort of get around this EU rule by saying, no, we can be above this level as long as we show that this is a traditional food and you can't infringe on our...
okay.
Our national traditions.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Valid. I mean, I've never been injured by a cinnamon roll before, so they're really good here. They are really good.
To me, it wouldn't even be eating too many cinnamon rolls. Isn't it when they throw cinnamon?
Oh, yeah. That's what I thought you were going to mention. Me too. Yeah.
There's a spoonful on your canal snail, or there's going to Yuland and somebody is literally throwing cinnamon into your face.
Yeah. If you guys don't know what we're talking about, I think when a woman turns 25.
Or men. I think it's
really? Yeah, sorry, guys. Yeah. If anybody turns 25 and they're single, they get tied to a pole, right? And have cinnamon.
Yes, isn't it? But I think it's 21 and 25 is black pepper, but nobody does that.
Oh, no, I think 30 is black pepper.
Oh, sorry.
I think it is 25. Yeah.
I think it's 25 and then 30 black pepper.
Yeah, which has kind of been phased out.
That's like a hate crime. I can't do that.
I think the black pepper traditionally has to do with something where a lot of women, if they were not married, would go work in a pepper factory.
Oh, weird.
I could be wrong.
Oh, we got to look that up.
Yeah.
So, I'm sure glad I'm married.
But the cinnamon is, they must not have let the EU know about that because I feel like that would be dangerously...
That's flying under the radar right
all
there.
All the traditions.
Okay, so there was an old meat scandal. This was okay. I don't remember this, but apparently in 2021, the Salling Group faced a scandal when it revealed they sold meat that was up to 15 years old.
Yeah, so Salling, which is
how is that possible?
Yeah, so they're the main meat supplier for most of the grocery stores in Denmark because honestly, whatever names they have, there's really only 3 or 4 grocers in the country. So they are the main meat supplier, and Salling faced a scandal when they were doing inspections and found that some of the meat, now it may have been frozen.
Okay.
But still, it was 15-year-old meat.
Jesus.
Wow.
Yeah. I'd say 6 months max on that one.
Even frozen. Yeah, right?
Frozen for sure. Frozen 6 months max.
But per the letter of the law, it was legal to sell it. There's just advisories on
That scares me.
Yeah. So that was there was some public outcry, but it quickly sort of faded away.
So moral of the story, maybe Denmark should get their meat and their cinnamon hate crimes in order before they're banning these these hot noodles. You
And maybe
know?
the cigarettes,
Maybe the cigarettes too, but I'll take one every once in a while.
Is it New Zealand?
What's
Yes.
that? What do they do?
Where they've said they've put a cap on the age at which you can buy cigarettes now. So if you were born before, I can't remember which year, 2008 or something, you can't buy cigarettes
Just
now.
ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, not allowed to buy them ever, no.
They're basically, you'll never be able to start. Like if it's like
Wow.
Generation Alpha, I don't know what
Yeah.
what age group that would be, but like basically like this will be the first generation to never smoke
Yes.
because they literally can't buy them.
Yeah, to phase it out. So the older generation can, and then obviously when they're gone, the young generation will
Wow.
just be banned.
Do you think that they're just gonna have like a cigarette black market then?
Oh, I'm sure.
Oh, I bet.
Oh, I bet it's out
Anyway.
of control.
Well, we gotta wrap things up here.
Yeah.
but
Well,
Yeah,
I
cigarette
want to
break.
finish this ramen. Honestly,
you're gonna finish it?
yeah, I'm gonna finish
I
it.
still taste it in my mouth, and I don't want to eat
It's
it
good.
anymore.
I like it.
I do love Asian food and Asian culture, so
Yeah. But
Love
that's
that.
Noodle Gate, and we will update as things unfold. This is a fast-moving story.
yeah. Breaking news, you guys. Thanks so much for being here. Talk Friday.
Talk today. Hi.
Hi. I mean, are you really gonna eat it? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Love. Iconic.